Hello everyone, Lori Marie, mixed media artist in Vallejo, California. We're doing part 2 of the texture paste tags. I'm excited to be back in my studio. I got the tags made, now we're going to embellish them, so we're going to have some fun together. I'm going to be using all kinds of little things that I have laying around my studio to embellish the tags. So it'll be fun. So see you on the table. All right, welcome back. I've gathered a few things that I'm going to play with. These are pre-printed. I believe they're Tim Holtz. They're like a tissue paper with some printing on them. I thought that was kind of fun with the numbers. We might use that. These are all just mites, okay? Here's a stamp that I made with a moon on some paper with numbers on it. Then I've got a couple of images that I'm going to use. I went ahead and I put some the rivets. That's not what they're called, but anyway, you know what I'm talking about. I put those in there on the end of the tags, and I used my Crocodile 2, which is magical, for putting those in there. I'll think of the name of them in a minute. So I went ahead on all of them and put those in there. I'll probably put some ragged fabric or thread or something in there. This is a piece of sewing pattern that I put a stamp on. This is a napkin, which I think will be fun. Remember to take it down to it's one sheet that you want to be able to glue on. Otherwise it'll come apart. This is one of the pieces that I took off the napkin, and I put a stamp on that. And this is a coffee filter that I put a stamp on. So we shall see how these things turn out. These are the stamps that I used. So I'm going to organize my thoughts, and we will come back and play some more. Give me a moment. Okay, shall we? So I took a piece of the pre-printed tissue paper, and I cut the butterfly in half. Now you have to be careful because this ink is water soluble. Your distress ink will move around. So what I wanted to do was put the glue, or what I did was put the glue on the back side of this tissue paper. And then I can put it down like that without it moving the inks too much. I want a straight edge on the side, but not a cut edge. So I'll just tear that off, just like that. Okay, and let's just keep on going here. I'll put a couple down and then I'll sneak off and finish them while you go play. Cut out some images. Oh, she does not want to stay. You will. You'll give it up. And I want this moon on there. So here again, I'm putting the Mod Podge on these pieces before I put them on here, as to not move my inks too much. Okay. That'll peel right off there. All right. We're going to take the napkin. This will be a little bit tricky because I don't want to put my glue on my tag, but these can be so fragile sometimes. Oh, Tommy growling. I think what I'll do is I'll put the tag down and pick it up that way. May or may not work. The napkin may be stuck to the paper. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. This I'm going to put a layer of Mod Podge on this side, just a kind of push that napkin down a little bit. There we go. That'll go really translucent and show the work underneath. I'll let that dry before I pull that napkin extra off there. This is kind of fun. I put the bird, I went in there and I darkened my numbers. I couldn't see them very well, and that bothered me. So I went in there and darkened those numbers so that I can see them a little bit better. I just ran the StazOn ink pad over the numbers so that I could see them a little bit better. I'm going to put the bird on there, kind of sideways. Give that a good push down. And our little girl. We'll put her down there. All right, I'm going to finish the last couple of ones. I'll show you when I'm done with them, and then we're going to take some transfer foil to them, which is always fun. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, welcome back. I've been playing. And I'm going to just show you what we have so far, and then we're going to play a little bit more. So you can see the background through these pieces, our texture paste. This was the pre-printed. This was pre-printed, and then this was the napkin liner, if you will. And then another piece of napkin liner up here, so you can see exactly how invisible that can become. This was an image that I put down with the moon. This I want to work on a little bit with you. Another image with the bird. This was the coffee filter. That was kind of fun with the pre-stamped tissue paper behind it. And then this was I actually put some gold transfer behind this, but the napkin is on top. So that's what we have so far. So I have gone around the edges with my Stabilo, because if you know me, you know how I feel about Stabilo. And this has been Stabiloed around here, but I haven't Stabiloed the moon yet. So I thought I would do that in front of you. This is kind of my signature. When all else fails, Stabilo! And I put a little bit of moisture on my finger, and then I just blend it so that it gives it that smoky shadow, which I adore. Okay, so we have one of these that had the glue dots on it, but the glue dot has been covered by the tissue paper. So I put one more glue dot back on it, but I'm going to put some more on real fast, just because it's fun. I'll put a couple there, and a couple there, and then just take the transfer foil and transfer foil down here, shiny side up always. That's fun, huh? And then on this one, what I want to do is I want to show you a different way to use the transfer foil. And I have a newer piece of transfer foil here. I will have that in the notes, how you can get a hold of that. I'm going to be using some tacky spray, okay, in a very well ventilated area. Remove some of the goo. And I don't want it on her or the moon necessarily, but I do want it up in this corner. So I'm just going to spray a little bit like that. Let it get tacky for a moment. And I'm going to put the foil down You can see some I got on the paper, that's okay. And then it just puts a sparkle of foil down, which is very fun. And then you can go through there and just use up all the glue. I might put some more right there. Cover you. Cover you. Let it get tacky for a moment. Take my transfer foil, lay that down, pull it up, and I've got a sparkle. Yay! That's beautiful. So that is something else that you can do to embellish your cards, your texture cards, okay? So I'm going to go through and just play. I won't bring you back to see because you've seen, and well, maybe I will. Let me play and I'll bring you back, okay? See you in a minute. All right, this is our final visit with the texture paste tags, I promise. Oh my goodness, it's sprinkling outside. Wow, how about that? So I used some ribbon, some old ribbon. I got this from my friend Chris. Thank you for that. Put that to use on these cards. I put some dots on here and some of the texture, transfer foil on that. Just a little bit of transfer foil up here. This one's pretty busy enough, so I left that. So I love the way that it picked up on the texture paste. That's just beautiful. Really happy with that. This was the one with the green texture paste behind it. You can still see it. Lots of layers on these. I decided to leave her. I think she's fun just like that. This was the stamp that I put on the coffee filter, and I decided not to embellish that at all. And same with this. Just the Stabilo around it. And then I'm all sticky. I decided to leave this just as is too. Stabilo around the edge, Stabilo around the image. And then just leave it like that. So there you have it. Sure was fun. Thanks for playing. Subscribe if you haven't. Go create. Go play. Go have fun. Move your hands. Get in your studio or your workspace or your dining room table and just move your hands. Something fun will happen. All right. Thanks for joining me. See you soon.